What's going on, y'all? This is Conway, aka TalkTooEmCon, and I'm here today just to talk about my vinyls. And you know, I love my music. If you don't, now you do. But today, I'm talking about a vinyl that is different to me, maybe different to you, but it made me fall in love with, the Bay Area. But before I talk about that vinyl, I'm going to tell you about the person that is responsible for this vinyl. So, this is none other than Andre Louis Hicks, a.k.a. Mac Dre. Now, on July 5th, 1970, Mac Dre grew up in Vallejo, California, a city known for its vibrant music scene, which influenced, his early musical interests. He was part of the Romp A Room crew, a group of kids known for their music and notoriety in the Bay Area. He also had early recordings back in 1980s and in 1990s, focusing, back to his first EP that was called The Young Black Brother, that was released in 1989, which gained, local acclaim. Some people said that started his foot into the Bay Area to let them know he was here. Now, after that release, he was actually arrested in 1992 on conspiracy of bank robbery that impacted his career and led to a 4-year prison sentence, but he continued to write while incarcerated. Amongst his return, he released an album in 1996, including his prolific output of albums, as and his growing reputation of just being a central figure in the Bay Area rap community. He founded the Tiz Entertainment in the early 2000s, which became a platform for promoting the Hyphy movement and other Bay Area artists. When it comes to that Hyphy movement, he played an enormous, just an enormous role on popularizing that to the world. The Hyphy movement is a culture, a musical phenomenon, and it is characterized by its energetic beats, its slang, and different dance styles. If you ever seen Hyphy or understand what Hyphy is, then you would understand that that's what he embodied. Max Dre's early, experiences and, environment shaped his musical style. Now, he's normally characterized for his playful yet street savvy lyrics and unique delivery. But tragically, he was unalived in a drive-by shooting in November 1st, 2004. But his influence on the hip-hop community remains strong. I found out about Mac Dre back in 2002. I was in South Carolina and in college, and my dorm mate was a California cat, man, and he was knocking the shit out of Mac Dre music on a regular basis, to the point where I had to sit down and listen to it to see what was going on, who it was, you know what I'm saying? But just some little talking points about who I found out who he was. He played a pivotal role in the Hyphy movement that emerged in the Bay Area in the late 1990s, early 2000s. The movement is well known for its upbeat beats, catchy party songs, and unique vocabulary. Wordplay, storytelling, and humor all come together in Mac Dre's music, man. He creates a fun, relatable sound that, people like to dance to. And, here in Baltimore, At one point in time, people used to just go to the club and, dance that pain away. And that's one of the songs that they would dance to, Dance My Pain Away. So he made that type of music where people wanted to enjoy themselves and be free and be happy. His music combined the elements of the West Coast hip hop, funk, soul with elements of local culture and street life, all influenced by the Bay Area music scene at that time. Everybody, like when you think about the Bay, just think about those cats like the E40s and that uh, Too Shorts and all those. Like, just listen to those type of cats, man, from back in the day, and you can embody, like, they have a whole different way of culture, a whole different way of living. But phrases and lingos like "tiz," "going dumb," "fasheezy" was made popular by Mac Dre, became essential to the Bay Area's hyphy movement. His music impacted dances and performances, adding to the vibrant, environment of the hip hop culture. Now, collaborations with Bay Area musicians and producers helped define his sound and broaden his rap community influence. The production style of his tracks was often characterized by upbeat, bass-heavy instrumentals that just encouraged dances and just made people want to dance and party, bruh. Like, what you wanted to do when you went out anyway, all that fighting bullshit and all that, nah. Like, let's party, let's have fun. But the album I'm talking about right now is Al Boo Boo. You see that nice cover? He had a gatefold. Album cover, vinyl cover. As you can see, he has the Bay Area there in the star, and then California here. And then you have him there in his, his Mr. Mac Dre outfit. He didn't care what other people thought about what he had on. He just put that shit on. And then right here you can see he got his Tiz Entertainment right there. City Hall, Sumo Productions. Yeah, man. But Al Boo Boo was released in 2003. It was one of Mac Dre's most notable works, as a reflection of his versatility as an artist. Now, The Pain by Mac Dre is a reflection of, and it's like it gives his reflective and introspective, that delve into like struggle and hardship throughout his, that he faced throughout his life. Now, the song's production features a somber but melodic beat with like haunted melodies that set a contemplative like mood, right? You know what I mean? Like it was real. The beat was real. Like, I can't even explain, but you just have to listen to hear what I'm saying. You know what I mean? It was one of those contemplative like mood type beats. Now, Mac Dre lyrics are raw, honest, as he opens up about like personal loss and betrayals, and he was just on a emotional toll in this song. But he also talked about his adversity from those things as well. Now, his delivery was heartfelt. I felt, you know what I mean. He was really rapping about his life. As you can tell when people really are rapping about their life, you can tell that they mean it. You know what I mean? And they really went through what they said they went through. Um, to me, it just stands out as one of the most powerful songs on this album. Um, it's just a moving masterpiece for Mac Dre. Took him, like I said, like for this be the album that made me start listening to him a little bit more. Um, it just showed that, what people said about certain artists from the Bay and things like that. He showed his versatility on that. Then there was another track on it that I like too called Lame. Lame Saturated. Yeah, Lame Saturated. Let me see. Make sure. Yeah, B-side on the vinyl called Lame Saturated, number 4. It blends his just sharp with his social commentary, you know what I'm saying? Showcasing his ability to critique the world around him while maintaining his signature style and being true to himself. It has like a live, like bass heavy beat with like a rhythmic melody, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like these I know he was like the Hyphy king, but this album had, some jewels on it that showed his versatility. Like I said, like this song, this Lame Saturated, man. He just showed different levels where he can go on this album. Um, his flow was confident, smooth. Um, his delivery and clever little punchlines that he had, you know what I mean, with his little sense of humor on top of it, was blended very well. Now, it's both a critique and a celebration song. You know what I mean? That like he just celebrating that he's staying true to himself. No one can highlight, what I mean, him in a phony way and things like that. He was committed to being authentic, which is powerful because a lot of people still to this day does not commit themselves to be authentic. So, those are the two songs that I like on there the most outside of the rest of the album. I actually do like the rest of the album. But definitely check out Al Boo Boo by Mac Dre, which, like I said, this album production, main producers a mix of funk, soul, West Coast, hip hop, you know, all of that in one pot, man. All of that was in one pot. And it came out as a damn good album. The album explores, themes like street life, partying, personal reflections, showcasing Mac Dre's ability to balance humor and seriousness in one, in his lyrics for both, I guess entertainment and thought provoking, because some of the stuff he said make you think, because he was talking about real life situations as well, on top of being playful with him. Basically, it's like when you're from a neighborhood and you hang out with your friends and y'all might just sitting on the stoop or something like that, and people just play a lot. That's what this album gave me. Like, he was actually just rapping this for his friends, his community, his involvement in, the Bay Area. And, this solidified his legacy in the Bay Area rap scene, some say. Now, like I told you before, man, he was an entrepreneur. He wasn't signed to anybody. He started that Tiz Entertainment to promote, the Hyphy movement and continue to support other Bay Area talents just like him. The Hyphy movement was popularized by him. And it's a cultural icon in the Bay Area with his terminology, style, dance motions, and they still used today. Like still used today. Like some of these Jones is still like the dance moves, the sayings, are still used today in music. And if you don't know, you wouldn't know. You probably think somebody just made it up or something like that, or if you're in TikTok, which Hyphy movement should be make a comeback on TikTok. And it may have, and I haven't seen it yet, but I doubt it, because if it was, you'll hear more songs of people dancing to those. Now Mac Dre was received, since leaving the earth, he received numerous tributes, including songs, albums, and events dedicated to his memory. For example, the Tiz Fest festivities that honor his memory. What else? He had some documentaries that were made about him and some other things. But, Mac Dre also has a street named after him called Mac Dre Way, located in Vallejo, California. Was named after him in honor of their reflection of, his deep connection of the Bay Area community. Then you also have two murals, one in San Francisco, California, in the Mission District, and then you have another one in Oakland on 14th Street. So they love that. They love Mac Dre over in the Bay Area, man. They love him, and he should be loved. Now, he still have a crazy fan base till this day. A lot of them celebrate, their local hero, that particularly grew up in, Vallejo. They have the Mac Dre Day that's celebrated on November 1st, making the anniversary of his death with events, parties, and, different social media tributes. Like I said, he was a boss. He wanted to maintain his creative control over his music, and he self-promoted through the grassroots marketing. If you don't know what the grassroots marketing is, that's just keeping it hand in hand, using street teams, word of mouth, and different local performances to build a local fan base. And Mac Dre, was driven to having that creative control because he didn't want nobody to tell him that he had to do something that they wanted him to do. And like I said, a lot of people still using this man till this day. But definitely check out this, Mac Dre All Boo Boo album, man. I can guarantee you're not gonna be upset when you listen to it, especially if you like different stuff. So I recommend everybody to do this, man. Look, do this for me. Comment below, let me know what part of Mac Dre did y'all like, man. Let me know. Beats, lyrics, let me know, what he might been sampled on by one of your favorite artists, something like that. Even if you're in the California area, man, speak out. Keep this man alive. This is a damn good album. Comment below, let me know. Follow, share, hit the link so you can get more of this, man. Peace.